I'm here for a 7 on Sunday. So I'm really excited about today's theme because we're going to talk about popular book covers that we don't like. The theme was just really cool, and there is 100 different ways that you could do this, but I am just generally talking about covers that I'm just not the biggest fan of, and I am excited for this theme. And if you guys didn't know, 7 on Sunday is a weekly prompting idea that is being created by Grace over at G-Swizzel, so I'll link her down below, and the Goodreads page where you can check out all the information that you need to know about 7 on Sunday. You basically make a video, a blog post, any form of media that you want to do where you talk about 7 of your favorite and least favorite of a certain topic, and it has honestly just been like the best time ever, so I highly recommend you joining, and I'm so excited to get into this week's theme. So the first one I need to talk about is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, and just like the whole series. Some of the series in this world have beautiful covers, but they are the most recent ones. Like Chain of Gold is beautiful, and I really do like the Dark Artifices, but the Infernal Devices and the Mortal Instruments are just not the most flattering covers, and really it's kind of misleading because why would you have a shirtless dude on the cover of like a paranormal story? Like, it doesn't really make sense. Honestly though, these books are so well loved that we've just all kind of gotten used to these covers, but it's still bad. Like, when you really think about it, they're just bad covers. On the lines of the City of Bones books, the Bloodline series has really bad covers by Rochelle Mead. Vampire Academy has pretty bad covers as well, but the Bloodline ones I just think are way worse because like the people on it are just cringy. Like, these paranormal stories with people on the cover are just really cringe. Like, a lot of other books will have people on the covers, and sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's not. Like, some fantasy books I actually really don't mind it, and I think it looks kind of cool, but like these type of stories, it's just corny and cringy, and it just makes you not want to read it. Even though these books are amazing, it doesn't help. I feel like this is honestly one of my least favorite covers, but it's for Lady Helen and the Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. Like, the next two are not that bad, but just the way that she looks and the coloring, and it's so faded looking and just gross, and I'm just not a fan. And I honestly feel like people have not picked up these books just for how bad the Australian editions look, because the American and the UK editions are actually really quite pretty, but because I already owned this version and then I got the rest of them to match, this is what I'm stuck with. But you have the opportunity to get nicer covers, so definitely the Aussie cover just looks so bad, and like whenever I look at this I'm just like, ugh. But I love this story and this trilogy, and it's an amazing piece of work. Just the cover, not the best thing ever. Here's one that I feel like is just a personal opinion, but I really don't like the Imagine Me Carver by Chihiro Murphy. Every other eyeball cover is beautiful, but I just don't like this like bedazzled, decked out look for this one. Like, it's just not great. Like, it just looks really weird to me, and so many people talk about loving this cover, and I was there like, ugh, like it's gross. Like, I just don't like it. Just in my opinion, this just does not look good, and it freaks me out just a little bit. Oh, here's a controversial one, but what about Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth? Because this is not something you should have on a cover, because this can be very triggering. This is a cover that makes me absolutely mad, and I mean, I hate the book as well, but this cover, because it literally looks like cut marks, is not good. Like, this is not something you should have on a cover in a book, because no one will know what this is about from this cover, because what is this meant to mean? Like, seriously, it's a sci-fi novel about some shit that's just dumb, but like, seriously, I just hate this cover so much, and it just like makes me so mad. And I just, like, I haven't had to think about this book for so long, but when I was thinking about bad covers and I saw it on my shelf, I was like, holy shit. And the memories came back, and the feelings that I had when I read this book came back. And like, I know I got pretty ranty in my review, and over time I got really ranty talking about this book, but I stopped talking about it because of how bad it was. But it's been a hot minute, and I thought it was time to bring it back up. I guarantee the next one probably no one has heard about, but it's For Almost Dead by Kaz Delaney. So her first book, which was Dead Actually, I actually went to the book launch and I met her, and it was really cool because my auntie was friends with her. It happened like 10 years ago or something, and it was really cool to go to an author event before I really actually knew how amazing author events were. And now that I live here, I don't really go places, and especially with everything that's been going on. But besides that, I couldn't just go to Sydney or to go to different places for like bookish events. So when I just got to go to one when I was younger, it was really cool. So the first cover is quite nice, but the second book came out and it's just weird. Like, why does she have sunglasses on? Why is there just this weird dude in the glass lens of the sunglasses, and the pink, and the whole thing just doesn't vibe, and it doesn't match the other book. So cover changes are a bitch, but really this cover just, I didn't like it, and it took me forever to actually get to reading this book. And I'm so glad that I did, because like, I do like her writing, and even though, again, it's paranormal, like paranormal covers just get the worst covers, to be honest. But I did enjoy it. Like, it was a bit trashy, but I still had fun reading it, and it's been forever since I actually read this book. But I just feel that she just really did not luck out with this cover. And the last book I want to talk about is the bind-up covers for the Luxe series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Like, the original covers are way better than this. Like, this is just, what is the point? Like, why is it half the face? Why is this guy upside down? Like, and why is it bedazzled with this weird crystalness? And why is there a moon? Like, there is so many elements that I notice with these covers, and they just get worse. And especially, like, why is the dude the right way up on the spine but upside down there? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And the other ones just get worse. Like, it doesn't get better. And like, I feel like, again, people aren't reading these because of how ugly these editions are. But when these books are, again, really good, like trashy, because it's actually really fun to read these trashy things. Like, they could be almost guilty pleasures just because, like, they are not the best thing, and you really shouldn't be critical when you're reading them, because you'll see actually how kind of bad they are. But the enjoyment value is just up there with amazing, which is like basically most of this list, to be honest, except for Carve the Mark, because that was just shit. Not trashy, just shit. I do really enjoy these books, and they are so much fun, but again, plagued with a bad cover. Just looking at this pile though, it has honestly been so long since I have read just some young adult paranormal novels. Like, I'm way more into just fantasy and contemporary and just stuff that's basically got better writing, but it's not like it's a bad thing. Like, I should just pick some up just to have some like fun times where I don't really have to think much about what I'm reading. But anyway guys, that is me for today's video, and this was really fun to talk about. Like, it's always fun to talk about stuff negatively, but when you're not being too serious, it makes it even funner. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!